The boy went to visit family. By chance, he learned that his cousin went to a top school. She looked impressive too. She had chosen to care for their paralyzed grandpa. She didn't ask for money. She even helped with his bathroom needs. The boy looked down on her, thinking she was just showing off. But when grandpa passed away, the boy only got a belt. That's when he found out. Grandpa left everything, including a house worth millions, to that cousin. He was shocked. Then he remembered his grandma, who owns a house too. A few days ago, his mom told him grandma was diagnosed with late-stage cancer and might have less than a year left. Mom wanted him to visit more, but he was busy gaming, didn't want to listen. Now, he suddenly realized family ties might hide a way to make money. The next day, he showed up at grandma's house, but the first thing he did was secretly take photos of the house, pretending to sell it online. When he found out it was worth $1 million, he got even more determined. Grandma saw him and asked why he was there.
ก็มาดูว่าขาแม่เป็นไงบ้างไงนี่หลานไม่เยี่ยมไม่ดีใจเหรอ
She didn't suspect anything, opened the door and let him in. He brought beef soup, trying to look thoughtful, but he didn't know Grandma doesn't eat beef. So he stared at Grandma's Buddha statue, tried to make tea to show respect. Since he dropped out of school, he spent most of his time gaming, didn't know how to please elders. Grandma saw right through him. Before 30 minutes passed, she kicked him out, but he didn't give up. He took gifts to find his cousin, asked how she got all the inheritance, just by being the granddaughter. Want to know what happened next? Follow me to hear the rest of the story. The boy sold his computer just to move in with his grandma, but he wasn't there for love. He was after the house in her name. To actually move in, he sold his computer, bought some stuff grandma needed, and even got a red envelope ready. He came back to grandma's place, but grandma felt weird about his sudden excitement. So, Shawan told her grandma was sick. Maybe that touched her, and grandma said yes. Shawan got super happy, offered to help sell porridge at 5 a.m., but he woke up close to noon. Luckily, he caught the last bit. When he tried to go to the bank, grandma stopped him at the door. Shawan got annoyed. That day, grandma dressed really nice. He asked and found out it was family gathering day. He rarely visited before, so he didn't know. Grandma wanted to play cards with everyone, but two uncles made excuses to leave. Grandma knew why, and said some kind words. The oldest uncle said he knew a top doctor. The second uncle, Broke, said he'd add handrails in the bathroom to keep grandma safe. Even the oldest uncle's daughter said she'd study medicine to help grandma later. But Shawan felt uneasy, worried others would fight for the inheritance. Next day, mom switched to night shift, said it'd be easier to care for grandma. Shawan saw mom as a rival for the inheritance. While mom took grandma swimming, Shawan brought up her shift change on purpose. Grandma felt bad for her, told her to rest. That's how Shawan pushed mom away from grandma. Taking grandma to the hospital became Shawan's job, but with no experience. He asked his cousin for help again. Want to know what happens next? Follow me to hear the full story. Stayed with grandma through chemo, never left when loneliness hit, but hurt the one who truly cared. Chemo got worse every day, health fading more each night, filters used on her photos, just to keep her feeling good, hair hidden under hats, but every detail was noticed. Bonding grew even stronger. Cooking lessons were shared, help with bathing was asked, days turned soft and quiet. Right there, always beside her, climbing stairs without complaint, head shaved in secret so sadness wouldn't show. Understanding came clear, nights spent all alone, no visitors checked in, meals left in the fridge, pretending someone came by. A firm decision was made, never to leave again. Next morning, something felt off. Savings jar was empty. Cameras caught the thief. It was her nephew. Confrontation was cold. He owed gambling debts, even took grocery money. Nothing said to grandma, just gave grandpa's belt, told her a lie, said thief had left town. One day, a knock at the door. She feared debt collectors. Opened it with a shake, but it was a buyer. Photos taken by him. No words were spoken. Smiles hid the truth, but the truth was seen. She stayed silent. Offered fruit instead. Next day, a visit to a surprise. Her younger brother's home. Singing and laughter shared. But one request was made. Borrowing money for funeral. Brother laughed it off. He didn't see the fear. Why worry about dying alone? Her words cut deep. Want to know what happened? Follow me. Hear the full story. The old lady was sick and alone. Family love crashed into cold money. One truth flipped the whole story. That day, doctor spoke to one. Grandma's body was shutting down fast. That night, she cried from pain and felt crushed watching her suffer. He drove straight to the hospital. Mom gave the house deed away to second uncle, who did nothing. The choice made him really mad. He was done with being quiet. He asked a question out loud. Why forgive someone so useless? But grandma didn't say anything. After that, he stopped visiting. He stayed home playing games daily, but old habits stayed the same. Each night, he woke at 4. One day, mom shared some news. Second uncle had sold the house. He needed help packing everything, and checked grandma's home camera. Grandma still slept in silence. still stared at empty walls nightly, still waited for someone to return. Seeing that maiden break down, he rushed to the care home and brought her back to live. That night, Grandma woke him gently. She raised one shaky finger up at the funeral and cooked stew. It was Grandma's favorite beef buns. He knocked gently on her coffin. Suddenly, his phone started buzzing. $1 million appeared in his account. Thought it must be fake, but inside Grandma's box was a savings book with clear records. He called the bank in shock. A train passed as he waited. One childhood moment came flashing back. A small joke told to Grandma, but Grandma always remembered that. Wanna know what happened? Follow me for part 2.